itu naik 3 meter. Rumah-rumah yang tadi bertiga tadi udah hilang. Ya orang-orang udah hilang. Dan lagi mungkin mereka semua itu anaknya dikasih itu jago gitu.
Missing someone with all your heart. Missing someone with heart. How much you miss it.
Halo, nama saya Jamaludin, saya mahasiswa Universitas Bandar Lampung, jurusan. Saya dan teman saya Vicky Antoni terpilih sebagai perwakilan kampus dan Indonesia dalam program kegiatan University of Kitakyushu Student Exchange and Research Program 2015. Kegiatan ini dilaksanakan di University of Kitakyushu, Jepang selama 6 bulan dari bulan September hingga Februari. Dalam kegiatan ini kami mengikuti banyak kegiatan mulai dari perkuliahan aktif dan kegiatan-kegiatan lain layaknya mahasiswa Jepang seperti kelas perkuliahan, pembekalan tentang budaya dan bahasa Jepang, dan pastinya itu pengalaman menarik. Selain itu juga ada kegiatan International Workshop and Conference yang diikuti oleh 12 universitas dari berbagai macam negara. Di antara ada Jepang, Cina, Vietnam, Thailand, Prancis, Indonesia, dan negara lainnya. Masih banyak kegiatan-kegiatan yang pastinya membuka wawasan dan memberikan banyak pengalaman sehingga memberikan banyak pelajaran mulai dari mendesain, cara belajar yang baik, cara menghargai waktu, cara menghormati, dan masih banyak lagi manfaat-manfaat yang tentunya yang didapat dari kegiatan ini. Semua kegiatan ini didukung penuh oleh kampus Universitas Bandar Lampung dan kampus University of Kitakyushu, Jepang. So buat kamu yang penasaran dan tertarik dalam kegiatan ini, jangan lupa untuk mencoba tertarik. Terima kasih.
Halo, nama saya Miranda Febria, asal sekolah dari SMA Negeri 10 Bandar Lampung. Saat ini saya mahasiswi di Prodi Arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung.
Hai, nama gue Auda Sifatasa. Gue adalah salah satu mahasiswa arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung. Asal sekolah gue dari SMK Negeri 2 Bandar Lampung.
Hai, perkenalkan nama saya Sela Monika. Saya mahasiswi dari Prodi Arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung. Asal sekolah saya di SMK Negeri 2 Bandar Lampung.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Jisir Mawan, asal sekolah dari Madrasah Anwar, Bawang.
Halo, saya Brigita Krispania Tunisia, asal sekolah saya dari SMA Fransiskus Bandar Lampung, dan saya merupakan mahasiswi dari program studi arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung.
Halo, perkenalkan nama saya Angga Saputra Fendi, asal sekolah saya SMK Fatelah Dwi Cilegon, dan sekarang saya adalah mahasiswa Teknik Arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung angkatan 2019.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Joanna Patricia. Saya berasal dari SMA Fransiskus Bandar Lampung dan melanjutkan pendidikan S1 saya di Universitas Bandar Lampung jurusan Arsitektur pada tahun 2019.
Info beasiswa gue dapetin dari sosial media Prodi Arsitektur UBL.
Waktu itu pertama kali itu emang pengen masuk arsitektur, jadi saya langsung datang aja ke UBL Marketing dan saya tanya di situ ada beasiswanya apa enggak. Jadi saya tanya dari marketingnya.
Saya mendapatkan info dari rekomendasi dari Universitas Bandar Lampung.
Saya tahu info beasiswa dari alumni Arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung juga, dan kebetulan pada saat saya mendaftar di marketing UBL dan di situ ada beasiswanya.
Info beasiswa saya ketahui dari salah satu sosial media kampus UBL.
Waktu itu saat saya kelas 12, dari pihak UBL ada datang ke sekolah saya dalam rangka invitation fair, dan dari situ saya mengetahui tentang beasiswa.
Info yang saya dapatkan dari sosial media Instagram @prodiarsitekturubl.
Dari awal semester 1 hingga sekarang saya mendapatkan
beasiswa yang saya dapatkan 100%.
Pertama kali itu kan di sini tuh pakai sistem tes gitu ya. Jadi di sini tuh ada beberapa macam beasiswa, ada 25% hingga 100%, dan saya tes kebetulan saya dapatnya 25%.
Beasiswa yang gue dapetin di arsitektur UBL ini kategori kedua 75%.
Beasiswa yang saya dapatkan yaitu kategori 1 atau bebas biaya kuliah 100% dan penerima dana bidik misi.
Jenis beasiswa yang saya dapatkan kategori 4, jalur prestasi.
Beasiswa yang saya dapatkan dari pertama kali mendaftar sampai saat ini yaitu sebesar 75%. Yang pertama, saya memilih arsitektur karena saya sudah tertarik dari SMA untuk melihat bangunan-bangunan di sekitar saya. Yang kedua, karena saya dilarang untuk pergi untuk kuliah di luar Bandar Lampung, jadi saya mencari universitas terbaik di sini dan saya memilih UBL.
Karena di program studi arsitektur UBL, di sini tidak hanya mempelajari rancang bangunan, tetapi di sini juga mempelajari kemampuan analisa, penggalian ide, dan problem solving untuk mendesain suatu bangunan yang tetap menyayangi lingkungan kita.
Alasan saya memilih arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung yaitu karena akreditas arsitektur di Universitas Bandar Lampung yaitu baik, dan kampusnya juga merupakan kampus swasta terbaik se-Sumatera bagian selatan dan diajar dengan dosen-dosen yang berkompeten.
Karena melanjutkan studi dari SMK, jadi saya memilih universitas mana yang terbaik arsiteknya, yaitu ternyata di Universitas Bandar Lampung.
Jadi gue milih jurusan arsitektur di Universitas Bandar Lampung. Yang pertama, di Universitas Bandar Lampung akreditasi arsitekturnya baik.
Karena awal itu emang saya dari kecil tuh pengen masuk arsitek ya, masuk arsitektur, dan saya pengen jadi arsitek. Dan saya tuh nggak boleh keluar dari Bandar Lampung gitu. Jadi saya mencari universitas mana yang arsitektur, prodi arsitekturnya akreditasinya sudah oke gitu. Jadi di Universitas Bandar Lampung tuh yang paling oke.
Karena saya ingin mengembangkan minat bakat saya di bidang arsitektur.
Yang pertama dari peralatan gambar seperti pensil, perwarna, buku gambar. Yang kedua, kita harus belajar untuk memanage waktu agar kita tidak keteteran saat mengerjakan tugas-tugas.
Yang pertama adalah mental, yang kedua adalah memanage waktu, yang ketiga adalah peralatan gambar.
Untuk masuk dengan jalur beasiswa, tentunya kalian harus menyiapkan sertifikat kejuaraan, nilai raport, dan persyaratan lainnya bisa kalian lihat di Instagram @prodiarsitekturubl.
Kesan yang saya dapatkan di prodi ini adalah begitu banyak pengalaman, dan juga saya pernah mengikuti lomba PUPR dan mendapatkan juara.
Banyak kesempatan buat gua untuk ngimprove keterampilan gua di sini yang tadinya nggak bisa jadi bisa, terus juga banyak pengalaman yang gua dapet, terus lingkungan yang produktif, banyak teman baru, dan juga perkuliahan juga seru.
Kesannya, dosen-dosen di sini sangat peduli dan mau membantu permasalahan mahasiswanya, sehingga sangat memudahkan dalam proses pembelajaran. Yang kedua, di sini banyak sekali kesempatan untuk mengembangkan diri. Salah satu yang saya alami yaitu saya diajarkan langsung oleh dosen dalam bidang penelitian. Jadi dalam prosesnya saya menjadi akrab dengan dunia riset dan saya terlatih untuk berpikir secara sistematis. Selain itu, lingkungan yang mendukung, lingkungan akademik yang mendukung, dan juga teman-teman yang peduli membuat saya nyaman belajar di sini.
Kesan saya selama kuliah di arsitektur UBL itu sangat seru karena saya banyak mempelajari sesuatu tentang arsitektur, karena dulu saya SMK jurusan multimedia, jadi di sini saya banyak mempelajari suatu hal-hal baru. Jadi seru banget lah.
Kesan saya selama belajar di arsitektur Universitas Bandar Lampung, perkuliahannya asik dengan materi perkuliahan dan cara mengajar dosen yang up to date. Di sini saya mendapatkan pengalaman yang berharga.
Dan kesannya itu di sini tuh asik banget karena tadi tuh dosennya itu di sini baik banget. Jadi kita berdiskusi dengan dosen itu lancar gitu, gak canggung kayak temen, jadinya enak. Dan di sini juga saya waktu itu pernah kesempatan ikut pertukaran pelajar gitu untuk ke Jepang, jadinya itu asik banget.
Pesannya untuk adik-adik yang ingin daftar di arsitektur UBL, jangan takut dan ragu karena UBL menyediakan banyak macam beasiswa dari bidik misi maupun bebas biaya kuliah, dan ada kesempatan juga untuk student exchange di Jepang.
Pesannya jangan takut kalau misalnya yang pengen masuk arsitektur itu jangan takut, karena kan di situ banyak banget yang takut mau masuk arsitektur, takut gak bisa gambar lah, takut apalah. Karena kita tuh di sini tuh masih kuliah, jadi bakal diajarin sama dosennya.
Untuk adik-adik, jangan takut untuk mengeluarkan kreativitas dan imajinasi kalian, karena kalian masih mempunyai dosen-dosen yang akan membantu tugas-tugas kalian.
Pesan gue untuk adik-adik yang mau masuk ke arsitektur UBL, nggak perlu ragu-ragu, udah langsung daftar aja, apalagi banyak beasiswa di sini. Cukup pede aja, terus juga bakalannya di sini bakalan tempat untuk apa ya, untuk mengimprove pengetahuan dulu, terus experience dan lain-lain.
Pesannya untuk adik-adik yang ingin mendaftarkan diri di Universitas Bandar Lampung, apalagi kalian tuh hobi menggambar, ini cocok banget loh. Prodi arsitektur ini tempat kalian untuk memulai dan berkembang.
Pesan saya untuk adik-adik yang ingin mendaftar di program studi arsitektur UBL, jangan takut dan jangan ragu, dan segera mendaftar di Instagram @prodiarsitekturubl dan website kampus UBL.
So, untuk kalian yang ingin mendaftarkan diri di Prodi Arsitektur UBL ini, itu tempat terbaik untuk mengembangkan potensi kalian jauh lebih baik. Terima kasih, bye!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the first International Architecture Week 2021. My name is Safa Aurelia. It's wonderful and precious change for me to be your master of ceremony in this beautiful day. In our webinar, First International Architecture Week, hosted by the Department of Architecture, Universitas Bandar Lampung. This event is also part of welcoming the 50th anniversary of Universitas Bandar Lampung next year. As the start of our opening ceremony, we will sing the national anthem of the Republic Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. First of all, let's say thanks to Allah who has given us guidance, happiness, healthy, and mercy, so we can attend and participate in this event without any obstacles. Praise and salutation upon our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. To all participants of the first International Architecture Week, please kindly follow the rules below during the event. Participants must use real identity. Participants who get access into the Zoom meeting should dress appropriately and behave well. Participants are expected to turn off or mute the microphone during the webinar. Every participant who joined the webinar through Zoom or YouTube can ask the question by using this format. Type ask, then continue write your name, institution, and the question briefly. The moderator will be deliver some question to the speaker due to the limitation of the discussion time. If possible, there will be another Q&A session directly to the speaker. Please use the raise hand feature and the one who are selected will be invited by the moderator. Certificate will be given to all participants who join the webinar even from beginning until the end of the webinar. The link of attendance will be shared during the event. And to all participants, I would like to tell you don't forget to send your attendance from the link on the chat box. Before we continue, let's rewatch video profile of Universitas Bandar Lampung.
Universitas Bandar Lampung merupakan kampus swasta terbesar dan terbaik di Provinsi Lampung. Berkomitmen melahirkan lulusan yang berkompeten, siap bersaing di dunia kerja, dan memiliki jiwa kewirausahaan. Serta memiliki program studi unggulan, yaitu ekonomi manajemen, ilmu hukum, ilmu administrasi publik, teknik sipil, dan program pasca sarjana magister manajemen yang sudah terakreditasi dengan nilai unggul atau A.
Tapi pun Universitas Bandar Lampung berkomitmen untuk menghasilkan lulusan berkompetensi unggul, kreatif dan inovatif yang memiliki jiwa kewirausahaan kelas dunia. Kami terus berupaya secara konsisten untuk membentuk calon pemimpin-pemimpin yang memiliki daya saing tangguh dan mampu menjawab tantangan serta memberikan solusi terhadap permasalahan yang dihadapi oleh masyarakat.
Sebagai bentuk kepedulian Universitas Bandar Lampung terhadap kemajuan dunia pendidikan, Universitas Bandar Lampung memiliki beragam program beasiswa, yaitu akademik, non-akademik, sosial, beasiswa gender bagi pendaftar perempuan di Fakultas Teknik, beasiswa jalur bakat dan minat, beasiswa bagi penyandang disabilitas berprestasi, serta beasiswa bidik misi dari pemerintah. Sebagai pengembang jiwa kewirausahaan bagi mahasiswa, Universitas Bandar Lampung memiliki inkubator bisnis yang dikelola oleh PPIK atau Pusat Pengembangan Inovasi dan Kewirausahaan yang menjadi motor penggerak. Universitas Bandar Lampung berusaha mencetak dan mengembangkan pemimpin masa depan melalui pendidikan tinggi yang berkualitas.
Komitmen dan konsistensi UBL dalam peningkatan kualitas yang terus-menerus dan berkelanjutan membawa kami mendapatkan prestasi yang luar biasa berupa penghargaan sebagai perguruan tinggi terbaik se-Sumatera bagian selatan yang diberikan oleh LL Dikti Wilayah 2 Palembang. Terima kasih atas kepercayaan yang telah diberikan kepada UBL selama ini. Kami percaya pendidikan yang berkualitas adalah kunci kemajuan suatu bangsa.
In this beautiful moment, I would like to say welcome to our speaker, Mr. Zheng Tianpan, Magister Engineering from Nikken Seikei, Japan. Our moderator, Ms. Aisiti Munawaroh, MEL, distinguished teacher, guests, and of course, all of my beloved friends. To take advantage of the time, let's start agendas by reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Step to the following agendas is greeting from Mr. Zheng Tianpan, Registered Engineering from Nikken Seikei, Japan. Before that, I would like to give a little introduction about our moderator, Ms. Ai Siti Munawwaroh. Ms. Ai Siti Munawwaroh, MEL, is a lecturer at the Universitas Bandar Lampung Architecture Study Program. She completed her undergraduate studies at Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, the Architectural Engineering Education Study Program, and her master's study at Universitas Padjadjaran Bandung in the Environmental Sciences Study Program with the Ministry of Education and Culture Excellence Scholarship. For our moderator, Ms. Ai Siti Munawwaroh, MEL, time is yours.
Thank you, Safa, for the introduction. Honorable Mr. Zheng Tianpan, MN, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ai Siti Munawwaroh. It is my pleasure to be a moderator for this session. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to this participation. On this occasion, we would like to have a presentation from Mr. Zheng Tianpan, MN. The entitle of his presentation is Design for Kids, Be a Kid. Hello, Mr. Zheng Tianpan, can you hear me?
Yes, hello. Thank you for the introduction.
It's my daughter. How are you?
Hi. Can I call you I or
AI?
AI. Okay.
Thank you for joining us at this event and greeting from Indonesia. This presentation will be held in 60 minutes, 40 minutes for the speaker to deliver his presentation and 20 minutes for discussion. Before the presentation begins, allow us to introduce the presenter. Mr. Zheng Tianpan has been working from 2016 to 2020 at Hibino Seikei, and from 2020 to 2021, he in 88 and has spent 13 years in Japan. He graduated from the University of Kitakyushu in 2016 with the master degree in architecture. During 5 years of the professional design career, focused on kindergarten and nursery school design. Wow, you are younger than me, but your experience more than me. It is inspiring me. Thank you. Okay, without further ado, I would like to welcome the presenter to deliver the presentation. All right, Mr. Zheng Tianpan, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Then I'll share my screen first. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, the first unit.
Okay, so can I start now?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, of course we are.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. It's such a good pleasure be invited by UBL and have this opportunity to have a speech here. As I introduced, I born and raised in Harbin, China, and I spent 13 years living and working and studying in Japan. And during my past 5 years design experience, I put most of my focus on the kindergarten and nursery school design. And Today, I would like to share some of my ideas and thinking and some of my works to everyone. And I'm not just going to talk about the architecture, and also I'm gonna talk about the education, also the case education. So I think it is related to everyone here, and it's very easy to have a conversation. So I would love to have a discussion after I give the speech to with everyone. Idea. Okay, so let's start with speech. My title is Design for Case B. Okay. Well, in the past, when people mentioned about the kindergarten and the nursery school, the first thing that comes to mind is child care, and with a little bit, maybe with a little bit child education. And the facility only take the children from 3 to 5 years old, especially in Japan. So, however, with a generation change, there's more need to meet by kindergartens and nursery schools. So, as you know, like today, the world has changed. People do not just stay in one place, and most of the cities, especially in the developing countries, people are moving from countryside to the cities, or from the small cities to bigger cities. So and even moving abroad, like me, my family all live in Japan. So like more people in the city means there's more kids in the city. And also uh, the lifestyle also changed today. Like the parents gonna work, both gonna work today, and the parents they both have dreams, and they both need to work. Take care of so the kindergarten gonna take the more responsibility down from 0 years old to 5 years old, which means not just child care, I think, but also teaching kids knowledge and their life skills and interests and some of the needs. And kindergarten and the nursery school are playing a more and more important role in today's society. And I would like to share this chart, and this shows the number of children going to nursery school in Tokyo. Nursery schools in Tokyo care for children ages 0 to 5 years old. Well, as you can see, the number of children in nursery school is increasing every year. And however, because the facility rate is decreasing in Japan, the rate of increasing is slowing down. That's that's a little bit, I can tell it's a good news or bad news. And this chart shows the number of nursery schools in Tokyo. As you can see, it also increasing like every year. The numbers is increasing from 2016 to 2021, is increasing every year. So, but even there are more schools being built, but it's not enough. There are still have many children who are waiting for open spots. So this, you can see through the numbers. Japan is trying really hard and to build more facility for children, but there's still some children that are waiting for nursery. So in China, the China is worse because there's more people, and the facility shortage in China is now become a very big issue today. And as you can see, like in 2021, there's about 21 million nursery schools, but in the next year there there's more than like 431 million children need nursery. So that means like there's 25 million nursery school will be needed. There's a huge, like really huge numbers. So the issue is related, I think it is related to sustainable city and communities. Like kindergarten and the nursery schools are playing like more and more important role in our society. Uh, and also like if nurses would got a shortage, and it gonna increase the burden on families. So building a function kindergarten which satisfies the needs of today's society has become an very important task. So I would love to get into the main point of this speech. First of all, I would like to ask everyone who is listening for this speech, like close your eyes and try to remember, try to like search in your mind, search in your brain, the most impressive moment in your childhood. What is the most enjoyable moment in your childhood? Well, will that be the first time you like going to the beach, or will that be you playing water rivers with your friends? In the forest, or just have a good time with your family, your mom. Or actually, I almost did one. Finally, it's okay. But for me, my most enjoyable memory of my childhood is happening around my old apartment. This picture is my old apartment. And under this apartment, there's a huge garden. And during the summer, like children get together playing and around the garden. Like children climb on the trees and they're catching worms. They use the bricks to build a mini stove and burn the worm. It's so much fun. And also it's because it's very cold in the countryside, but in the winter it could be like minus 25 to minus 30 degrees Celsius. So we will also pool the water on the street, like on the ground, and make our own like simple ice slide. So there are like a lot of like good memories in my childhood in this garden. But in this garden, there's no like fancy like play structure like this. But children, like back then, we used to use whatever we got from the nature, bring ways, our own game, our own rules, and to have fun. And every day is different, and every day we have different like adventures. So it's also help. I think it's also like make me know more about different skills and know more about this world. So I ask everyone like try to imagine your best most enjoyable moment. So is anyone thought their most enjoyable moment is in the kindergarten? I don't think so. Well, at least I'm not. But isn't that weird? Like there's no nursery school or kindergarten like very impressive moment like in our mind, and we spend like so much time we in the kindergarten. Like me, like after 3 years old, my mom sent me to the kindergarten. Maybe like I start from 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Like you spend so much time, but there's not very like enjoyable moment like stayed in my mind. So why? Like, so I start to think about this question. So what's the issue with the nursery school and the kindergarten, and what's the point of kindergarten designing? So let's find the answer together. Well, during my 5 years of designing the kindergartens, I've been seeing a lot of facilities, and also I've joined some education team and really work with them and help with the nursery and to see how it works. And after all this experience, I found if you want to design for kids, you need to be a kid. Like, you really need to know kids. I think like before we really have our own kids, we really don't know about kids. You were a kid, but you don't know them. And I think be a kid is means like experience the world like a kid and think like a kid and learn like a kid. So I also think like most people have stereotypes about kids. Like when you talk about kids, what's the keyword in mind? Maybe a lot of people think, the kids, they are small, the kids are weak, troublemakers, they can do this, they can do that, they don't know this, they don't know nothing, and they're just kids. But actually, kids, they are always absorb the knowledge and more and faster than you do. And the kids endless imaginations, and they have many special abilities. And they're stronger than you think and smarter than you think. And very thankfully, like after just 2 years ago, I got my own child, my son, and after like 3 years doing all these kids facility design, I finally like got someone can test something like I want to know more about kids, and I have this opportunity. So I found children have very cool and like very great imaginations than our adults. Like, this is my watch, and guess how my son used it? He used it like a necklace. And also like the kids, you think they're weak. They can't they have a like for can on the very high and they're not afraid. Health. And also kids learn from failure, and no need to overprotect them, I think. I think most of the people we look down the kids too much. So I would love to share a short video I took of my son. The first time he hurt his hand, and very soon, whoa, he notices it's hurt, and he took off his hand. That's impressive to me. It's only like 18 months old. So children learn very fast, and when they get failure, they learn from it. So the things recognized in today's kindergarten is we are doing overprotect to the to kids. Like this is protection cushion, and teachers just put stick it in the corner of the sink. They're scared that children get hurt, you know, fall down on it or anything by any chance get hurt by it. And also like this picture, also you see we use this protection cushion to cover the things like keep children like away. So I don't think it's necessary, because even you protect him like inside of the kindergarten. What if they go outside? Outside there's more dangerous. So it's even better to let them hurt inside the kindergarten and learn through the failure, and they know it's hurt, and they know they're gonna be more careful next time when he gets next to it. And they will learn how to like protect themselves, and then when they go out of the school, the nursery school, they will protect themselves. And kids like small space. Like I think we all have this experience, like to make a cardboard and make it like a house, and we stayed inside. You know, I remember when I was kids, I made a huge tunnel with a cardboard and through one room to another, and have so much fun. Kids, they're very, you know, they're short. So like the small space and made them like comfortable. So they would like to stay in this kind of little small spaces. So that's why we used to like make this different kind of small corner, make some interesting space for children. Or sometimes maybe we can, you know, make it like a loft. And and I think we also need to learn like see from kids level. Here's the centimeters of different kids eyes level in different their age. Like 0 years, you know, they can't walk, so their eye level is 20 centimeters. And when they were 1 year old, it could be 70. And 2 years old at 80, and 3 to 6 years old, it could be 80 to 100 centimeters. So what's the point to know this? Because we adults, we used to see the words like what we're used to see. And we just need to like lower your eye level. I even noticed it's totally different world. And during the and in the design, it's very friendly for children to use their eye level to create their own thing in the facilities. And also depends on different situation, you can create the different height for kids kids level. Like this counter outside is just a fit kids level, and they can put all their plate into the kitchen, and inside is different, the floor is different level, so stuffs they can also work as well. And I used to create this a lower blackboard for them to, you know, drawing pictures. And also the classroom glasses, you know, the windows, you can lower it down too. And next is, I think, is experience as a kid is also very important. What I mean is, sorry, it's in Japanese, but I think you can understand. When we walk outside on a concrete road, depends on different height, the temperature you feel is different. For adults, it maybe if it's 30 degrees, for kids it could be 40 degrees, and for dogs it could be 50 degrees. So when we created a environment for kids, we need to consider all this situation about their feelings. So how about put some like wood chips on ground, to make them feel more comfortable during their playing. And next, I think toilet design is also very important. Like during the design and planning stage, the location of the toilet is always considered last, and most in kindergarten will look something like this. And most of the time, we put the classroom in very good section, and toilet always is the last. And also this toilet in China, when you look at this picture, you imagine like if you're kids and your kids a very short, very short height, you get into this small toilet and it's very dark. What do you feel? You feel scary. You feel like unwelcoming. So why not to make it more open and at a good position. And in a facility like toilet design I think it's very important, because children usually start toilet training around age 2. But however, many children do not want to go to the toilet because like most of the toilet, they're very dark or like small. So some of the children really they like hold their pee. They won't go to the toilet. So it's really not good for children. It's not good for their health. So therefore, we really need to reconsider the importance of design toilet areas, like such as making it more open, like brighter, and more welcoming children. And also, it could be like different shapes, make it more fun for children, like inviting them by themselves. I think this kind of toilet, all the children they would like to go into it. So it will encourage children to go to the toilet and do the toilet by themselves. So it's gonna help them to getting used to use toilet. And during the design of the kindergarten, I think simple design is also very important. When you design a plan, like the simpler the best. We always say that. It's easy to like overthinking about your plan and make it like too complicated sometimes. So for example, look at this picture. Imagine this red dot is a kid, and they went into this facility, this two facility. One is very simple, one is very complicated. How will they react? How will they move in here? Like it's obviously like the simple space gave them more space, so that means they have more possibilities. Whereas the complicated plan will make their moves very singulars. So the more, I think sometimes like the more design we do, we are setting rules for children, and it's not gonna help them. It's sometimes and children have many like so much imagination. They will do like something like they will make their own rules. You know, they can make their own ways to make objects and one so and pride as well. And also in many kindergartens, there's a play structures like this. It also looks for fun, but there are only like century ways to play. Like play structure was designed by adult. They created their own way, own rules, and let the kids to use it. This is very limitation how to play, have taken away opportunities for children to experience, to explore and create their own ways to. So I would love to share another video of my son. This is a simple like wood plank, and as supposed to give him like he has his favorite car. You know, I would like to let him to fly the car from top to end, but see what his own grade. And he surprised me, like he knows to stick the this plat into under the cushion, you know, to make it more stable. I was so surprised. He was only like 20 months old. So, you know, don't look down the children. They have so many imaginations and they can create their own way to play. So no need the play structures. Oh, sorry. Okay. And also, simple color is very is also the a point of the design kindergarten. Like this is one of the picture too in Chinese kindergarten. Like many kindergarten in China, well, you know, look something like that, and it's very colorful. And many adults think, well, children will like it, but however, the thinking is misunderstood. You know, you like it, but it doesn't mean children like it. For example, can a yellow picture, one can find it very fast. Why? Because it's so colorful. You can't find the bear. But how about I lower down the color? You'll find it easily. It's here. It's the same. I think it's the same thinking. If you take the colors, you can like easily you can easily like find what you want. Put the same thinking into the kindergarten. It's like I prefer like use a color like more simple color, more simple nature color in the interior of the kindergarten, and it is allows children to become the center of these facilities, and you can very easy to catch up with the children inside here, and also it's give your a space and background for teach to display the stuff which is made by children. So you can use these walls to sometimes teachers they hang their painting or the stuff they made on the wall. If it's so colorful, you can tell like it's very annoying in front of your eyes. But the background If it's a simple color, it's a very natural color, it, it will have more good experience to seeing stuffs. And during my design, we used to use the real nature materials. One thing we need to know is children, like they learn through touch, and touch is a very important way for children to experience the real world, and they want to touch everything, and they learn about the world through feeling the texture and temperature and shapes. So now today, with the technology developed, there are a lot of like man-made materials like this. Because of its cheap and it's easy to maintenance, it looks like wood, but it's made by aluminum, or like this. Is the floor sheet. If you don't touch it, you really can't tell it's a fake material. So when children in the facilities with all these fake materials, you're giving them a wrong information. The wood will feel cold, the wood will feel soft, and all the material will stay there like forever. And you made a fake word for the children. And it's not, they can't like experience the real texture through this environment, and so for them it's not very good. So I prefer use as more nature materials as possible in my design, in the case facilities. It's okay if the materials looks not perfect, and it's okay, to let the wood to change their color to dark. It's okay to have some moss, growing on the rocks, because changing is one part of the nature, and I think let the children can see, can touch, is also is a good experience for them to learn from nature. And after all this experience, it's gonna stay in them, stay in kids' brain, and they will help them to grow, to know that this world better. As you know, like I showed many picture of the wood. I like wood so much, so I prefer to use wood in the facilities, in the design. So why I like wood is not just because I like the touching of the wood, and also like the smelling of the wood. I think most people have misunderstand about wood. Wood does not easy transfer heat, but also not easy softened by heat. Wood can burn from 350 degrees to 400 degrees. But if you compare to the iron and aluminum, yeah, so this form, you can tell at the same heated strength, heated levels, the strength of the wood is more stronger than iron, and in the natural the heat is transfers so fast, and they're gonna weak the iron and aluminum. And also wood can control the humidity inside of the house. time to explain the ideas and thinking, and I would love to share with some real case with everyone. Some of case I involved, some of case I designed, and some of I haven't. And so this facility, this kindergarten is in Kumamoto in Japan, and it's pretty famous. In this facility, the main point, the concept is when they use the natural rain to let children experience more about nature. So this roof is movement. When it's raining, some people will think they're gonna close the roof, but no, they're gonna open the roof and let the rain get inside. And after after they get some of rain, after the rain, the children can experience the water, the rain in this place, and they will have a lot of fun. Children for they may see through the kitchen, see like what staff doing, how their meal being made. It's also a good experience for them. And one of the special design in this facility is this is a whole open space. You can see there's no wall. It's very unique design. They use the furnitures to separate the different space. So maybe you think like, is that okay to have no wall? Won't that be so noisy when they have different classes? But I'll tell you, like, it really depends on the education system and the teacher skills. If like, let's say this, when you play video games, you can't hear nothing. You can't even hear your mom call you to have a dinner. So if the teacher have really good skills, teaching skills, they will the kids focus is all on the teachers. They won't recognize like other things. So no worries. And also it's an open toilet. For this toilet, I don't think any kids will scared to get inside. There's another facility I think it's in Nagasaki, and this facility is facing the ocean, and it's a beautiful view. So the concept of this the kindergarten is they want to use this a beautiful scene to combine with the dining room where children is having their lunch. So with a beautiful view, you will have more enjoyable to have a meal, and also a good they will have a good and comfortable environment for increase the children's appetite, and they will eat more. And this facility, I show the pictures before. They widely use the public space to create a lot of this small spot and a small space for children. So the children very happy to play inside, and they can have a conversation there. They can do whatever they want. They're very fun facilities, and also you can use under the stairs, under stairs. You can make their own space. And this facility is also very unique. This is wooden made facilities. This facility is close, combined a lighthouse into it, and the site is surrounded by many greens here. So they even put a tree. Okay, so you can see the tree. We even put a tree inside of the lighthouse space, so the children can climb on it. They can do whatever they want. And also this facility also is very open classroom, open space. And because of the open space, the structure, like spend so many time on the structures, it's pretty hard works. Here also the yard of the kindergarten is very comfortable and welcoming for children, and children can use their own way to play here. And also have a very bright dining room and have lunch here. And this is a toilet I showed before. And create some like blackboard wall, like you can draw anything you want. This facility is, took a big advantage on design. It's used like container, the real container to create different spaces. When I first time been to nursing school, I was surprised and very beautiful inside. And I think the kids there in the future, they will have an impressive memory about their own kindergarten. They'll be proud to say, wow, I was nurses in a container. Who don't want to be in it? Here's the toilet, also big windows, bright, very comfortable. And this is another facilities in Osaka, I think. These facilities, they have public space inside of the facilities, so the local people also can come and use. I mean, the people who have is here day and play with the children in facilities. And this dining room is open to everyone who's for the neighborhood. A very friendly facilities. And also in some of the corner, making some fun place with the net to create some children's space is also very fun. And this side is in Kanagawa, Japan. And this site, well, this project have very limited money of the owner, so you can't do too much design inside. But one of the concept of this society is surrounded by the rich farmland, and we convince the facilities to recruit for facilities. And by designing an open market like this is in the I think it's as the entrance, entrance of the facility, and creates an open market for the facilities. So the local farmers can bring their very fresh fruit and vegetables come to the facilities, and they're helping them to sell it. Sell to whom? Of course, sell to the parents. The parents, they drop their when they pick up their kids, they can see, and if they want, they can buy it, and it's cheaper than the local supermarket. So by creating this spot, it's not just give children have an experience of the fruit and vegetables, but also it can create the communication with between kids and parents and teachers, and also the local farmers. And also there's a very open space, dining room. Here you can see there's no wall. The reason why is I want to make it to like be a more free free spaces, and you can use the furniture to create a different space. And during the different event or different class, like you can use it in different ways. And this facility also have this opening dining room for the local for the neighbors. They also can bring their kids come and to join the facilities to play with the kids inside of this kindergarten. And here's the outside, and you can see this is a plan. And this will provide, and I took the picture. They're already like grow so fast, the plants. So these kind of nature things like make children can learn more from the nature. You know, they're changing, and they can see it growing every day. It's good for their experience and growing. So I talked too much, and after all, like, what is good kindergarten? Like, no matter how good design be created and how high quality facility like you can build, if there's no good teachers, no good education system, there won't be a good kindergarten. So I think the good kindergarten must have a software, which is education system, and also have the hardware, the facility design. So actually, this is the most the hardest part during the design, because no matter how good idea you have, you gotta consider the owner to consider your opinion. And most of the time it's really hard because as a teacher, you know, they worry about a lot of stuff. They worry about the parents. If the children get hurt, they have to take the responsibility, and all this maintenance also have cost a lot of money. So all these communications during the design is also I think it's the most important thing during the design work. So next, I want to take a little bit a moment to talk about with the Corona, what we can do. I think now, you know, the coronavirus situation is all over the world. It's crazy. So I think this situation affects the education, the kindergarten a lot, and it's a huge impact from the corona, and it's give the parents, I think, now they're wearing the mask, teacher wearing the mask to teach kids every day. They can't see teacher's face. But the most important for the small kids, they need to see each other's face, to see your mouth, to learn how to use their face, use their mouth to pronounce, to do the pronunciation. So it's really, really hard for educationer to do their works. But like what we can do now, actually in Japan, most of the kindergarten, they made this of a plastic blender in between the table while they're having a lunch. But really, is this really gonna work after they have a lunch? They also gonna hug with each other. It's not used. So what I think in design, like we really can't do too much. And also, if you have some ideas, please let me know. Like, let's discuss about it. What I think is, trust the science, get the vaccine, and stay healthy. At the end, there's a kindergarten design on, and kindergarten design is very unique design compared to other design. And to think of education as education system. So then you can have a good kids facilities to use and to be success. So yeah, that's all my sharing today. So thank you for listening. That's all. Sorry, I took too long.
Okay, thank you for the informative and interesting talk. I will summarize the presentation in Bahasa first because many of our participants are Indonesian. Jadi tadi Mr. Zeng Tianpan menjelaskan tentang bagaimana kita memposisikan diri kita sebagai anak ya, baik dalam hal berpikir, berperilaku maupun ketika belajar ya. Jadi dalam mendesain bangunan khususnya untuk anak-anak kita harus bisa memposisikan diri sebagai anak-anak ya. Itu salah satu yang beliau sampaikan. Kemudian ternyata ada satu pernyataan yang menarik juga. Jadi tentang material ya, artificial material itu ternyata memberikan pengalaman yang kurang tepat ya kepada anak-anak kita karena mungkin dari sisi karakteristik materialnya juga beda ya, entah itu dari teksturnya atau dari temperaturnya itu ternyata tidak sama dengan yang aslinya gitu. Jadi mungkin kita juga harus mempertimbangkan ketika mau memilih material yang digunakan ya. Okay, before we enter to the question and answer session, I would like to say greeting to our participant from UBL, both lecturer and student, Yunika Sugija Pranata Semarang, Unila, UMS, ITENAS, UKM, Unmal, Kita Kyudai, and Indonesian Architect Institute, and Indonesian Association of Planner, and many participants from different islands in Indonesia that I can mention them one by one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the question and answer session. Don't forget to mention your name and your affiliation. So to all participants, do you have any question? You can write your question in the chat box, or you can just simply click the raise hand button. Then we will allow your microphone on and please speak directly. Anda juga bisa memberikan pertanyaan Anda dalam bahasa Indonesia ya. Nanti saya akan menerjemahkannya. I think we have one question.
Yes, I
From
saw it.
Randy, I will allow Randy Perdana Hikmat to speak directly to us. You.
Uh, do do you mean in Japan? In Japan, yes, there's a kindergarten just for the disabled children, and not too many, but I've been to there, and it's really hard to be there. The teacher, they got a lot of works, and yeah, and but also like in the normal kindergarten, uh, some of the kindergarten also will have one or two disabled children inside. It's not disabled. They're like some of their, their mentors problem. So they need a teacher to follow this case all the day. So it's very hard work for teachers to follow the case.
Okay, thank you for the answer. We have
Oh, Randy!
someone who raised his hand.
Toten,
Okay,
Oh my
Toten, you can hear
God!
my voice.
please.
Yes, I
I'm really nice to
can.
see you
Haven't
again,
seen you
buddy. What's up? How are
forever.
you?
Oh my God! Yes, I'm good.
Okay, Randy,
You
please.
presenting from China, from America, from Tokyo?
Yeah, from Tokyo.
From Tokyo. Ah, very
Yeah.
sweet memory of Idabasi. Please convey my greeting to my friends, Nick and Seke friends.
Okay. Wow. Good
What's
to
up?
see you. Oh my God. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, please come. Please join. Come
Oh
to
gosh,
our
I want
camp.
to go back. Trust me.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
so
thank you very much for insightful presentation. It brings me back to my childhood when I did blackflip in the Floody River without worrying I'm gonna die, right? Thanks God, I'm still alive now. The kids. Yeah, I agree that's I've heard an expert saying that the children facilities doesn't mean to prevent children from falling, but let them fall safely.
Mhm.
Encourage them to fall, but safely, right?
Yes.
So I noticed some question from the presentation, but probably I'm going to come up with 2 questions, which is actually 4 questions with its sub question. Is it okay?
Okay, sure. No problem.
Okay. Given the context of child facilities, seeing from your presentation, it looks like you're designing in an urban areas, but remembering that that's kind of disparities between the urban and rural area. So perhaps if you given like a task to designing children facilities with limited resources and limited budget, for example, so what comes up on your mind? I just want to know your opinion, because the gap between the poor and the rich, right? We are, any countries facing such kind of issues. So yeah, here also in Indonesia, the disparities is very, the gap is very huge. So what's in your opinion to have the children get the same opportunities, get the equal objective, get the equal message as you're conveyed in your presentation?
Well,
if you given us design children in a rural area, the poor area, for example.
I see. Actually, well, I've been to like very rural area in China, and see like very poor place. And what I found is the children who's living in like a poor area, the rural countryside, is more they have more life skills than the children who's living in the city. Actually, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad now. This happened in our urban place, because, like I said, when I was child, like it was back then, it was safe on the streets. You can play outside, like go wherever you want with your friends. Very little young kids, and and you can have climb on trees and to people. And also it's happened in rural area now place. They have, I think they have more experience, more good opportunities to catch up with nature, to explore their mind. But education, a good nature environment, but the teacher, the education is not good. So by somehow their knowledge is not can compare with the kids in the city, in the urban place. But on the other hand, let's talk about the kindergarten in the city. Is we're trying to create something in the rural area side right now.
Yep.
And bring it back to the urban place and let the children like know about more about the real nature, which they have no opportunity to face every day. That's really sad. So yeah, so also like when I work in Japan, I've seen many concepts. People in Japan, I think they're doing very good, you know, because you're living in Japan, you know it. Even the countryside and urban places, no different, a very small gap. So actually, the facility I introduced today, most of them they built in countryside, because in Japan, that can also or is more kindergarten.
Yeah, very good point.
That what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Thank you. My second question is, what your opinion and about the tremendous influx of the users of gadget? Kids nowadays, they're very early to get exposed to the gadget, right? To smartphone. So based on the knowledge, you know, how early is supposed to be the kids get exposed to the gadget? Because I got 3 kids now, Sotin. For your information, they are they are now addicted by gadget, highly addicted. So I want to know from you. I want to hear from you. Yeah. How early is kids supposed to be exposed to the gadget, to the smartphone, to the YouTube videos, some kind of stuff?
Actually, I face the same problem.
You face the same.
Yeah,
that's good.
But my son is only 2 years old, you know, and as a like a kids facility designer, and after I have this all kind of education knowledge, I really don't like, you know, the subs, digital subs, but sometimes that's the only way.
Yeah, to make them quiet, right?
I know it's what I'm thinking. Actually, I really don't like the technology today. I'm kind of old school person, and and
So
also
what about
about
me?
you know, during this Corona situation, there's more kids using iPad to do the online education, online class. I really don't like it.
That's suffering for kids, actually.
Yes, because it's very important for them to communicate face to face, you know, and
to get physical interaction, right?
Yes, touch each other, you know, each other. But the life get more comfortable and it happened. It's already happened. Well, I think we can't stop. We can't stop it. It's a way how this work running. It's gonna be like technology.
Okay. Okay, I almost give up. Yeah. Okay.
I will. That's what I'm thinking. Like you see that now it's like Wi-Fi everywhere, you know, and now it's 5G and there after
Okay,
10
thank
years
you.
what we're gonna be and definitely yeah the technology gonna take the lead I think, but
Okay.
I hope my case will yeah touch it as you know late as possible.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you.
Satin. I think that's all of my question. I actually got one more question, but I let the another participants to communicate, to talk to you. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Hope you and your family are doing well. Always.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Randy,
Contact.
for
Talk
the
to you later.
little bit long question. Okay,
Sorry.
the next question is from Prit UBL. Thank you, Mr. Pan, for your inspiring the insight, the design concept on designing the kindergarten. I want to ask another thing in regard to your work during the pandemic. Are you working from home, right? If so, how can you do the design work in that condition with kids and many distractions? And how do you discuss your design with other colleagues? Thank
It's a good question. Well, yes, I'm working at home most of the time right now because now I'm working in Kansas and our company has allowed us to work in our house and now the employees in our company people are used to working at home and have a meeting online. Once oh my god, a little boy. Uh, One thing is I think it's good to for design work is because it's save a lot of time to like transform save a lot of time during the meeting and you can have very quick response with each other and that's a good part of it. Yeah, the not good part is yeah you can't really talk and see people. It gets very stressful. Yeah, is that your question? I hope.
Okay, the next question is from Kustiani. Very interesting design. What is the difficulties thing to do this project?
This project, the typical thing to do this regarding design. As I said, like the most difficult thing is to teachers. You're gonna know your system. You're gonna use this facility, how they teaching, and I think like the kids facilities like you need a manual to how to say it, combine the system, the education system, and to give the react and give the design to the owner. And sometimes, most of the time, we can understand. We can actually we can understand both of each other, but during a long time communicate and finally got the one goal and finish the project. That's just the most difficult things, I think.
Okay, thank you. We have some questions. The next question is from Regita Yolanda. In your opinion, Mr. Pan, how important it is to put a sense of the place or a space that we design to be part of those who will use the design, and what if the design is created without a sense of place.
Hmm. What if the design is pretty pathetic in the place? How do what,
I
how do
think how we imagine
I don't really actually
the user of
understand.
our design.
Without a thing, you mean well, I think wisely use environment and scene is very important, and like some of the site uh, uh, I prefer like not move too much of the original original uh, nature and some new thing, and prefer to use the thing they have and create some more interesting space. I hope like that answers your question.
Okay, the next question is I don't really hear it being explained or not because the network maybe. But here what I want to ask is about water rain as a play pool. If I'm not mistaken, it's very interesting for me. But what makes me curious about that? How do you make the floor dry again? Or is it still used as a play pool? And how about the maintenance if it's still as a playful? Playful.
Yes, there's a system that like you can let the water get away. Make the yeah. Maintenance is well, of course you're gonna take a time to do the maintenance. That's also the good question about part here. Owners is more easy for them to manage the school, the student. So if the design is more like more welcome to children, means like you will give more work to teachers. So of course teacher they'll complain, but that's the point that you need to communicate with owners. Some of the owners they're really open minded. They have a great understanding uh, of uh, of the education, and they know it's good for kids, so they will do it. They even they will cost more, they will do it. But some of the kids owners don't have too much money, and you just sometimes you have to give up. But yeah, but it is hard to sometimes to to maintenance the place. But yes. For example, I'll say another one is we used to use the real grass outside the playground, and the grass they grow and they die, and during the 1 year you can't like make it look all green. during the whole year. So actually, they have different kinds of grass, different types of grass, and you need to replant it every year, once or twice in a year. And this take a lot of work, and you know, you ask people come go do maintenance. They cost money and it also costs works. So yeah, but if you want to give a good environment for kids, they deserve it. Yeah, that's my answer.
Oh, okay. But we have time limitation, so we have to end this presentation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, finally we come to the end part of our presentation. We would like to say thanks again to the presenter for the informative and interesting talk, and the participants for active participation. Thank you, Mr. Zeng Tianpan. Hopefully, we'll look forward to see you again in the future. Mr. Zeng Tianpan, please kindly stay for a moment because we have to take a photo with all participants before we end this session. Ladies and gentlemen, I have announcement of Best Design Awards from Design Architectural Studio 4. And I will announce the winner. And the best design in the third place is awarded to Joan Patricia. Congratulations. And the second place is awarded to Audra Shifatasa. And the first place is awarded to Angga Saputra Effendi. Congratulations for the winners. Okay, I hope the presentation will be beneficial for everybody. Thank you for your attention and stay safe, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I give back the forum to the MC. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Ms. ICT Munawaroh, MEL, for the greeting and the discussion. And thank you very much to Mr. Zeng Tianpan, Magister Engineering, from Nikken Seikei, Japan, for the knowledge about design for kids and be a kid maybe could be useful in our life. And to all participants, I would like to remind you once again to sign your attendance from the link on the chat box. And also for all participants, please turn on your camera because we will have photo session that will be taken by the host.
Okay, hi everyone. Hello, Shorten. Thank you for giving us a very good presentation. Can you see me?
Wait.
Oh, where is it?
I was waiting for your voice.
Okay, just hear out my voice. It's okay. You don't need to.
Okay, now I see you.
Okay, thank you very much for attending our event. And on behalf of the committee, I would like to say our appreciation to you, especially Mr. Shoten. I call him Shoten.
Yes, everyone
Okay.
call me Shoten in Japan, actually.
All right. Okay, thank you. So we would like to have a photo session as always, and I will.
He froze.
Kayaknya sinyalnya, Pak.
Chris, we couldn't hear you.
Okay, let me try again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll just count down then. 3, 2, 1. Okay, wait a minute. I'll save this. Second slide. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to the MC. Thank you very much, everyone.
To close this event, let's say Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Finally, from the deepest of my heart, I do apologize if there were mistakes. Thank you very much to your kind attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Pan.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.
Universitas Bandar Lampung merupakan kampus swasta terbesar dan terbaik di Provinsi Lampung. Berkomitmen melahirkan lulusan yang berkompeten, siap bersaing di dunia kerja, dan memiliki jiwa kewirausahaan. Serta memiliki program studi unggulan, yaitu ekonomi manajemen, ilmu hukum, ilmu administrasi publik, teknik sipil, dan program pasca sarjana magister manajemen yang sudah terakreditasi dengan nilai unggul atau A.
Tapi pun Universitas Bandar Lampung berkomitmen untuk memastikan lulusan berkompetensi unggul, kreatif dan inovatif yang memiliki jiwa kewirausahaan kelas dunia. Kami terus berupaya secara konsisten untuk membentuk calon pemimpin-pemimpin yang memiliki daya saing tangguh dan mampu menjawab tantangan serta memberikan solusi terhadap permasalahan yang dihadapi oleh masyarakat.
Sebagai bentuk kepedulian Universitas Bandar Lampung terhadap kemajuan dunia pendidikan, Universitas Bandar Lampung memiliki beragam program beasiswa, yaitu akademik, non-akademik, sosial, beasiswa gender bagi pendaftar perempuan di Fakultas Teknik, beasiswa jalur bakat dan minat, beasiswa bagi penyandang disabilitas berprestasi, serta beasiswa bidik misi dari pemerintah. Sebagai pengembang jiwa kewirausahaan bagi mahasiswa, Universitas Bandar Lampung memiliki inkubator bisnis yang dikelola oleh PPIK atau Pusat Pengembangan Inovasi dan Kewirausahaan yang menjadi motor penggerak. Universitas Bandar Lampung berusaha mencetak dan mengembangkan pemimpin masa depan melalui pendidikan tinggi yang berkualitas.
Komitmen dan konsistensi UBL dalam peningkatan kualitas yang terus-menerus dan berkelanjutan membawa kami mendapatkan prestasi yang luar biasa berupa penghargaan sebagai perguruan tinggi terbaik se-Sumatera bagian selatan yang diberikan oleh LL Dikti Wilayah 2 Palembang. Terima kasih atas kepercayaan yang telah diberikan kepada UBL selama ini. Kami percaya pendidikan yang berkualitas adalah kunci kemajuan suatu bangsa.